good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
To Tea Time. Merry Christmas!
Ho,
My Christmas show, and I'm so excited that you're joining me.
How you doing?
It is Monday, December 20th, and I'm really excited. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick, and it's going to be quick, and then I'm going to get to my guests. So basically,
I heard
Friday,
I heard you did have a quick weekend.
It was great. Friday, I went to Staten Island with my mom because we delivered some Christmas gifts to my cousins in Staten Island.
Nice.
And then, so from Long Island, Wantaw to Queens, Staten Island and back, did it in 3 hours. 3 hours. From 10 a.m., I was home by 1 p.m. It was a beautiful thing. And my girl, Kristen Tinsley, who's watching, Kristen had a surgery. She put it on Facebook, so I'm allowed to talk about it. She had surgery, and she needed Nurse Teresa to stay with her. So I was there Friday night, Saturday night, last night. I came home today and I showered and I, refreshed myself, and she needed some help, and I was just glad that I was around to take care of her. Stop it. All right, so listen, I just want to thank everyone who voted for Tea Time for Beth Page, Best of Long Island. I appreciate being nominated and voted for. So what did Kristen?
You win?
Probably not. But what did Kristen?
What the hell are you thanking everybody for? You didn't even win. You don't even know if you won.
They all voted. No, because it was nice. Oh, but let's talk about real quick. I just want to say.
For you. They don't care about
So what did
you.
Kristen and I do? She has movie channels, a lot of movie channels. She's got the Amazon. She's got Tubi. So I just want to say we did like movie marathons for the last 3 days, and I saw Bruised with Halle Berry. Excellent Halle Berry. And
I like Halle Berry.
Also on Tubi.
I don't know who Bruce is.
I was finally able to get to watch My Promise to PJ with Daniel Baldwin and the Baldwin brothers, about a guy named PJ from Massapequa who was clean and sober for at least 2-3 years, and then he passed. And he put on his bucket list that he wanted to run with the Bulls, and Daniel put on a bucket list that he wanted to run with the Bulls. And because they had that in common, Daniel kept that promise. He ran with PJ's ashes. If anyone gets Tubi, or look it up, My Promise to PJ, look it up and watch it, because it was really, really, really good. All right, I'm going to get to my guest, because Pat is a friend. He's a comedian. He's an actor. He's a chef. Okay, and hello, Pat Marone.
Hi, how you doing?
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
This is going to be seen on Saturday, Christmas Day.
Nobody's going to watch it on Saturday. It figures the day I'm on show. Who's going to watch us on Saturday?
Channel 20, 11 a.m.
Oh,
on Optimum. They're going to watch us.
No
so say,
luck.
Merry Christmas. It's Christmas.
You got me dressed like a Mama Luke here with the Christmas hat on.
So listen, I have a Christmas gift for you.
Oh, I didn't bring you nothing. I didn't know it was
a grab
bag.
Well, that sucks, but here, Merry Christmas, here.
Well, you only had me on because you couldn't get anybody else booked for the night.
That's not true, that's so not true, but you could take this one out first.
Oh, look at that.
It's a Christmas tie.
A Christmas tie.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
It says Merry Christmas with the
nice,
reindeer.
yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, here, take that out. I know you're going to like that, and you're going to use it. Hello, Linda DeVides. Hello, everyone watching.
Hello, Linda DeVides, whoever she is. Hey, let's go, Matt. I like it.
Turn it to the camera.
Oh, I got to get
you
some.
Met mug,
I didn't
baby.
know this was a thing.
It's just a little something because I love you. I know you're a big Met
fan.
fan.
I thank you. That's so nice.
That's okay.
I'm not good at getting gifts. I'm better at giving gifts.
That's okay.
But I'm so nice.
That's okay.
It's very nice.
So you're welcome. Wear it and use it in good health.
Right. Well, where are you going with it?
I'm just putting it here off to the side so it doesn't disturb anybody. So like I said, Pat is a friend of mine. He's a comedian. He's an actor. He's a
Friend
chef.
of ours. A friend of mine. Oh.
Yeah, he's a friend of the family, you know.
Friend of mine or a friend of ours?
And anyway, I want to also talk about you. I want people to get to know you. It's going to be a fun show.
Yes.
You're originally from West Babylon, correct?
I was born in Oceanside, so I was from
Were you born
Nassau
in
County. Yeah. I lived in Merrick when I was a kid for a while. Yeah.
What
yeah.
high school? You went to Babylon High School?
I went to West
though.
Babylon High School. Yeah, but you said where I was originally from. I'm telling you where I was from, where I came out.
The route.
And when I
The
came
route
right
to
out
get
into the
there.
world, and they said, "Here he is."
Here he
is. That was Oceanside.
Pat Marone, throw up that picture.
South Nassau Hospital.
Bobby, throw up that picture of Santa, please, with Pat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I love this picture. Look at that picture.
Nice. You know, a couple of people had that same Santa years ago.
He's so freaking
John
cute.
Santo had the same Santa. Yeah, Santa is cute, isn't he? Oh, you're talking about me.
Look
Okay.
at you. You're adorable.
Thank
How old
you,
were you in
thank
that picture? Do you know?
I don't know. I think probably maybe 6 or 7.
Too cute.
Maybe 6 or 5.
Too
But I think
cute.
that picture of that Santa was an A&S. I think maybe the one in Uniondale. I don't know where it was, but my cousin, who I talked to years later,
Yeah.
she was on Facebook. She had the same Santa. I had a post that said, and John Santo just told me that, where was that? He had the same Santa too. So Santo says, maybe he's real. Maybe we had the real Santa.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Hey, let's say hello to Bruno. Hola, Bruno.
Bruno.
Rosemary,
Bruno's
hello.
a nice guy. Bruno's
Andrew
a good guy. Merry
is
Christmas,
watching.
Bruno. Andrew
Linda
who?
DeVites. Andrew, our Andrew. Andrew Washington's
Oh,
watching,
Andrew
yeah.
Washington. Come on, Andrew.
All right, so listen, so you go to West Babylon High School.
Yes.
And then what did you do after that? Where'd you go? What'd you do? Because you ultimately became a chef.
I became a chef. I worked in this restaurant. Well, I worked in a couple of restaurants when
Well,
I
did
was
you
a
go
kid.
to culinary school?
I'm going to tell you.
Are
If you were patiently, I'm going to lead into this. You don't even. We don't even
I was
need.
a nurse this weekend. I wasn't a doctor.
We don't
I don't
even
have
need
patience.
Teresa on the show. I'll give you everything. I started out working in a restaurant as a dishwasher. In this place, I worked in the Renaissance next door. It was a German restaurant as a dishwasher, and I watched the guys back, and I learned some things. But then I went to the Silver Pheasant. I was a dishwasher. I made pizzas, and I did a busboy once in a while. I did it all,
Yeah.
I always watched the guys when I was making the pizzas and stuff, and I always watched the guys on the line how they prepared the lasagna and the veal parmesan and the manigouts and stuffed shells and how they made this. So I always watched everything.
That's what I'm having Christmas Day. My mother's mother.
I made a nice lasagna.
I'm
Sunday.
having my mother's mother good Sunday.
I love that.
I'm Saturday.
So I watched everything. I was dishwasher. I was a pizza guy, and my boss, who was still a good friend of mine, I was just talking to him this afternoon. He gets in a motorcycle accident, and he can't come to work.
Oh.
So I took over the place at about 20 years old and ran the whole place.
Wow.
So while he was gone, I went behind the line. I ran the restaurant. I ran the cooking, did all the cooking and everything.
Yeah.
And they were amazed that I just picked it up like that. And that was it. That's
Did
why I
you
took
cook-
off.
did
I
you
became
cook-
a chef.
Did you cook at home at all?
Not really, no. I just learned it in the restaurant and stuff. I mean, I watched my mother cook and stuff.
Yeah.
My mother's Irish.
Yeah.
So she wasn't a great cook until she met my father, and
Yeah.
his mother taught him how to cook.
Yes.
Not that she wasn't great. I'm only
Well,
kidding. But she didn't know Italian food.
Right.
So when their version of spaghetti and tomato sauce was spaghetti and Campbell's soup.
Oh no.
No, but she makes an excellent Italian sauce. So I used to watch her make her sauce.
That's good. And you say sauce, not gravy, because gravy is brown and goes on turkey.
No, I don't even go by that. I just was braised sauce. I don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody calls it. But I'm sorry with the cursing, but
And we can't
it
curse.
doesn't matter. But I love when people argue about sauce and gravy. It's just funny to me. But it doesn't matter. It's basically, if you really want to get technical, it's a ragu.
Yes.
You really want to get technical, it's a
Technical.
ragu.
We'll get technical with our food.
And then I worked at the Silver Pheasant for years
Yeah.
as a cook, chef, whatever you want to call it. And then I went to a restaurant in Babylon, and I became the executive chef there. It was Peter's Pasta at the time, and I ran that, and that's how we kept going. And
You
then I took-
ultimately, in 2005, you became the executive chef at the Regency at Glen Cove Assistant Living.
Yes.
And you were there a long time.
I was there 18 years at the Regency. It was
a long
2003,
time.
18 years.
And now you, as of this past October, you're the food service director.
Well, it's the same thing as the
Correct?
executive chef.
As-
That's the name
at
they
the
call
Chelsea
it.
at Brookhaven.
The Chelsea at Brookhaven. Yeah,
How
it's
you
a new
liking
place.
it over there?
Love it. Nice people, and we're not really open yet, so I'm starting. I'm
Oh, it's brand new?
brand new.
Brand new.
So I'm putting together
Ooh.
everything there and getting the place started, and
Nice.
a lot of nice people there. We have an independent facility next door that we run to. That's full, and then we're just waiting for a couple of things to kick in, and we should be open in the middle of January. We got a waiting list of people coming in. And
Now, is this a place that when you're ultimately in your 80s or 90s, you'd want to stay?
Sure, if I had the money.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, they're nice places. I mean,
yeah.
You know, you got to. I'm not saying it because I work there, but if you have the Scott Ols and if you can afford it, it's a no-brainer.
Right,
I mean, you get 3 meals a day. You get your room clean, your laundry done.
Right.
You have activities.
Right. Yeah.
Because you know, when elderly people stay at home, they tend to not get involved in activities, and
Right.
and this helps your brain. You know, a lot of people getting Alzheimer's.
Stay active.
Yeah, you
and
have to
busy.
keep your brain going and keep your muscles going and your brain active.
That's great.
And
no, it's
so
good.
there's always activities going on, and
See,
that's
but
what's
what's nice.
Yeah.
That's they bring in live music and comedy, and they have
You have to,
bingo,
and they have games like word games and some games to stimulate your mind.
Right.
So
right.
you know, a lot of people, like you say, if you have an elderly parent and she stays home all the time and she doesn't have
And
a
all they do is
husband,
watch
she doesn't have
TV.
a husband or
Yeah,
something,
I know.
and you're not interacting, or she doesn't have friends or doesn't go to senior center.
Look, your brain has to be exercised,
has to be
right? Like your
stimulated,
body.
yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So, like,
Well, we have to be stimulated too, not
yes,
just our
we're
brains.
very
yeah.
stimulating. This is a stimulating show. But like I mentioned, you're not only a chef, but you're also a comedian and an actor. And we're going to get to your acting because you actually were in a bunch of stuff, which I'm going to list. But back in 1993.
92.
Oh, 92. Why did I put 93? 92. You were in a Bronx Tale. We're going to throw up those pictures, Bobby. There you are with De Niro, baby.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. We went to.
How did that happen? Tell me how that happened. Whoa.
And that was on Analyze That. He remembered me after 10 years.
Analyze That in Bronx Tale.
I know De Niro gets a bad rap, but he was always nice to me, and he's a gentleman. And no, maybe now he got a little bots, but I always thought he was a great guy. You know, he was so cool.
So how did that Bronx Tale happen to you?
A friend of mine was going into the, you know, I've told it a friend of mine was going into Manhattan. He's going to Tribeca. He wanted me to take a ride with him. He says, "Come on, Pat, I'm trying to get in this movie, A Bronx Tale."
Right.
Our friend Fat Freddie, may he rest in peace, he played Jojo the Whale. But he said, "Fat Freddie got in this movie with De Niro." We're big De Niro fans. Like,
yes, yes.
So we
of
were, you know, every movie, The Raging Bull and Mean Streets. So we were big. I said, "All right, I'll take a ride." You know.
Right.
So we get in there, and he goes into Tribeca, and the woman says, "Sorry, Bob's casting's done. Bob's got everybody he needs."
Oh, wow.
So my friend was very persistent, so he said, "No, we're not leaving." I said, "Come on, what are you doing?" You know, they had all the Hell's Angel guys. They had all the Hell's Angel guys there because Chuck Zito used to have the real angels, the aliens back then.
Yes.
So their motorcycles were around, and there was people there. I said, "What are you going to do?" He's going to the park and attending. Where does De Niro park? When is it? I'm saying, "What are you, like a stalker?" We're gonna.
Yeah.
So we waited out there for a while. I wanted to leave, and all of a sudden I turn around and take a double take, and De Niro's coming walking out of the place. I go, "Oh shit!" I'm like, I said, "Hey, he's over there." So now he runs to him.
Yeah.
He goes, "Mr. De Niro, Mr. De Niro," and he was dressed like he was in Central Cast, like he had an old wise guy outfit on. You know, that's the way he dressed normally anyway.
Right.
So he goes up there, and De Niro, he goes, "Mr. De Niro, I'm not a nut. I just want a part in your movie." And De Niro turns around, he looks at him, he starts laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm watching all this from the sidewalk. So De Niro goes to the van, and he gets Sue Fiore, the assistant director, to go over to him to get my friend to get his information.
Yeah.
As he's getting in the van, I'm standing on the sidewalk, just standing like this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he looks at me, and I'm looking at him. I go, "Holy shit!" He's looking at me. He starts pointing to me. I go. So all of a sudden, I become an actor. I go, "You talking to me? You talking to me?" And I'm going, and he's going like this, going, "Yeah, you." I'm like, "Oh shit, he is talking to me." So I run over to my friend. I go, "You wouldn't believe it." So she goes back up. She comes back in. "Are you with him?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Make sure Bob wants you to call this number at 4:00.
Wow. So wait. So
we
your
went
friend didn't make it in.
He made it in.
Oh,
too.
he did. He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's a funny story about that too later. I'll tell you it quick too. But anyway, we had to go to the thing at 4:00. So he
Right.
said, "Call this number 4." So I said to my friend, "You call. I'll just go with you."
Right.
So when he was on the phone with him, he's asking me, he says, "Where's your friend? Is your friend gonna?" He goes, "Yeah, he'll be here at 4:00. He goes, "Why do they keep asking about you?" So. Long story short, we go into the office, and he wanted us to come in together, De Niro.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to walk into the office together, but the guy, Joe Reedy, who's been in Casino and this and that, he stopped us. I said, "All right." So my friend goes in there first, and he's like meeting everybody, this and that. And the guy comes back, "Oh, Bob wants you guys together." I said, "All right." So I walk in. I'm like Ralph Cramden. You know, I play Ralph Cramden.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
So I'm walking in like this, humming. And I'm walking like a stiff. Like, I really felt like Cramden. I'm walking in. And De Niro's at the desk with he had the longer hair, and with that De Niro face, you go, "What's the matter? You in shock?" I go, yeah, I'm in shock. I said, I'm in one of my favorite
in
actors'
shock?
office, and then in an interview
Who
for a
wouldn't
movie.
be in shock?
And he asked me questions. I told him I'm a chef. He said, I love food. I got restaurants. He says, all right, go outside, let him take a picture and give him Social Security, and then we'll give you a call. So.
And you filmed that on City Island, right? Did you film your scene on City Island?
No, we filmed it in Long Island City.
Oh, you did?
30th Avenue in Astoria.
Oh,
30th Avenue in Astoria.
Okay.
So they made the whole street, like the Chebippy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool because when we were filming, we could have been in some better scenes, but my friend got into a little beef with Clem Caserta, who's De Niro's best friend at the time. So when they had me casted on there, I think they wanted me to be with the younger guys.
Right.
Like Crazy Mario, who's Louis Venaro.
Yeah.
Venaro, who's a nice guy too.
Yeah.
And Joe D'Onofrio and all those guys. So I think they really wanted me for that, and then they took me away from that, so they wanted me to be with the older guys. Mm-hmm. We were in a couple of good scenes, like with the main characters, but then De Niro got talked to by Clem, and they took us out. But I was in one scene where they were shooting pool, kids going out for the crap game. Mm-hmm. But it was cool because you're walking around the street in wardrobe.
Yeah.
And you know Anthony Avini?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Anthony Avini, he was on the set too, he was there.
Yeah.
So I have an old picture, and I put it on Facebook, and it shows our wardrobe. It says, my name, Pat Marone, has Anthony Avini next to him. I didn't pick it up. And then I said, Anthony Avini, that's the same guy. So I sent it to him. He couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Our wardrobe was right next to each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So, and then when you're walking into the bar, people are saying, you're an actor, so I played it up.
Yeah,
I had my 15 minutes of fame. I'm signing autographs. My friend's in the phone booth arguing with his girlfriend. He said, what are you doing? I'm taking pictures with women and then like this, and I'm signing autographs. I'm just scribbling it, signing autographs. He goes, what are you doing? I'm signing autographs. My fans want to meet me.
It's so funny.
So I hammed it up.
Oh my God, that's great.
I was like Cramden when he won the bag of money. I was like playing it up. You know?
Oh my God, that is too funny. All right, so we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about how he got on Analyze That. So stay where you are. Don't go away. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I want to thank 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore. Linda DeVitis, look her up, Google her. And thank you, John York from General Hospital, for those beautiful, kind words. Hi to Kristen Tinsley, my girl. Mickey, how's everyone doing? Merry Christmas, everybody. And if you get Optimum, you can watch this you watch Tea Time every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Channel 20. So this Saturday is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everybody.
You can watch Tea Time when you don't have a tea time, too.
This is true. This is true. So Pat Marone's with me. He's a friend. He's a comic. He's a chef. He's an actor. We were talking about how he got on Bronx Tale with De Niro. You can throw those two pictures back up, Bobby. Let's throw them back up. He was with Bobby De Niro for Bronx Tale, and then we talked about that. And then you also landed on Analyze That. How'd that happen?
Analyze That, a friend of ours.
Did he say hey, I'm doing another movie. I want you on it.
No, it wasn't even him. It was, the guy that played Frankie Carbone in Goodfellas?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Frankie Saverio?
Yes.
We're friends with his brother Tommy. Gaetano.
Okay.
And Gaetano gave a friend of mine a call. Said, "You guys want to come down and work on Analyze That?"
Nice.
And it was a one-day shoot. We did it. It was Exit. Was the restaurant? It was the nightclub Exit. So we worked on that set that day.
Yeah.
And I got to meet Billy Crystal. I'm a big fan of Billy Crystal. It was so cool.
Nice
Guy. And then when I asked him for a picture, he goes, "Hey," he goes, "You know, you look like Mike Piazza." I said, "Yeah." maybe 50 pounds heavy. When I was younger, people said
I could see it. I could definitely see it.
So I said, "Oh, that means you're not going to take a picture because I know you're a Yankee fan." He took a picture with us. Yeah. And then I was going to Met Yankee game that Sunday, and I said, "Are you going to be there?" He said, "Yeah." And I met him. I seen him there with Robin Williams.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
they were
that
at
is
Yankee
so
Stadium
cool.
together. So it was
All right,
cool.
so you get the acting bug, okay, and then you do something. You did you do anything in between?
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened there. So when we were on Bronxdale,
Yes.
the woman Sylvia Fay, because we were trying to get on waivers, because a lot of the guys that were on waivers, they were making union salary.
Yeah.
And we got in there late. We were just making like $40 a day, like the vacuum thing on the Honeymooners, $40 a day.
Right, yeah.
So Sylvia Fay says, "Pat, you'll be great for a lot of things.
Right.
So I'll put you right to work after this on Law and Order. Just send me a headshot."
Right.
So what do? I don't send the headshot.
What?
So I didn't do nothing
Really?
for all those years.
You let it drop.
Yeah, I was a bad gambler. I
Yes,
was,
we talked about
doing,
this a
I
long
was
time
just
ago. Yeah.
working, gambling,
Yeah.
stupid things,
know.
and then when I got back into when I started doing stand-up comedy, which I did, 7 years? 2014. I got the acting bug again because a friend of mine did this movie, The Sounding.
Yes, The Sounding, back in 2017. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so this woman, Judy Purdy or Jane Purdy, whatever her name
Purdy.
was. Purdy
Okay.
is the last name she's
All right.
casting. So that's where I met my friend Jimmy Caniglione, who owns Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
We met him on the set. I worked on that all day long. Who was in that? Harris Yulin, the guy that played in Scarface.
Yes.
He played the
yeah.
cop.
Yeah.
I think he played Mel. Whoever the cop was. And then the guy, Frankie Faison, who was on The Wire, I think it was. He's a good actor, Frankie Faison. And Catherine Eaton was the producer and the director, and she wrote it. And she was really nice. So it was a fun day. We worked all day one day on that set. And I said, I want to get back into this again. But, not that I knock background stuff. I said, I want to start acting with lines and doing things like that.
Yeah, you don't want to be back.
Not that I want to be Rock Hudson or De Niro and stuff. I enjoy the process.
I know.
Of acting,
Well, that's what leads me to 2018 with Sal Ranella, and I know this has been going on.
I think it's been more than 2018.
I don't know. It said 2018, but Good Friday is a mob comedy, and Pat plays the big boss in the
one of the big bosses.
One of the big bosses. There are many because there's many families involved. And Sal had got in touch with me, and he goes, "I'd love you to play Pat's wife." And I was like, "I've done that before," because John LaRocchia Jr. has Crazy Horse Comedy,
right?
And he puts these sketches online.
Actual horse comedy.
What did I say? Crazy
Horse. You going back to your stripping days when you played a stripper on The Sopranos.
Actual horse comedy.
Wasn't it Crazy Horse?
Actual horse comedy. And what we did was we did this thing called Crappy, because we can't curse on my show. Hello. Crappy Garage Sale.
Yes, we were husband and wife.
Right, and we were husband and wife, and a lot of it was all improv, and it was very,
it was all improv.
Very, very, yeah, it was.
It was all improv.
But it was very, very funny, and it was a lot of fun to do. And then when Sal said, "Hey, I want you to play Pat's wife," it was a no-brainer. And you and I have great chemistry.
Yes, we do.
And it becomes very natural to us.
Yeah, no.
Because
we did good in Good Friday too. We were fighting like
It was good. It was good. It was really good. I was typical Italian wife, breaking his shoes and whatever. And that just finished wrapping. And in the spring, hopefully, they're going to be having like a premiere.
Well, that movie I think was going on longer than that because I met Sal Ranella through a friend of mine. He called me, and that was when the Mets were in the World Series back then. So I think it's been going on a lot longer than that. Because when Jeff Parami and I met Jeff Parami, and what a sweetheart. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
Jeff was one of the nicest guys. I mean, I met so many nice people in comedy, in the comedy world, and acting business.
Yeah.
Like this Good Friday set, there's so many great people on the set.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the
Ralph Bracco's watching. He
Ralph
started in it. Hey, Ralph.
Ralph's a good guy. He made me feel comfortable. It was my first day shooting on the set.
Yeah.
I was with Ralph and John Marolo, And Louis Venara, the guy that played Crazy Mario, I'm pronouncing it fast, but Louis Venara, he played Crazy Mario in the Bronx. But those guys made me feel so comfortable,
Right.
especially Ralph. And then I wanted him. He was supposed to be in my crew the whole time, and then he had other projects.
Yeah, he's very busy.
Oh, great guy. They do that mob wedding thing. That they do,
it's the longest running murder mystery mob murder show in the city. Ralph was nice enough to think of me, and I was an understudy.
How'd you like it?
One
You like
night.
it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I tell you the truth, I didn't have much time to rehearse or practice. He knows this, and thank God my improv kicked in. Remembered most of the lines, and one of the women really took me under her wings and guided me as far as choreography goes, because you're all over the.
Well, see, that's what's
the
nice
floor.
about it. If you get good people, like I was saying with Ralphie and John Barolo and those guys, if you get people that make you feel comfortable, you relax, and it makes it easier on you with the acting.
Murdered by the Mob, right? Murdered by the Mob. Yeah, and look that up and go see it in Manhattan, because it's a great show. It really is really, really cool. So we did.
Yeah, Ralphie does a lot of background stuff.
Yeah, he does. He works a lot on Law and Order, and then you did the Streets series, the Streets.
I was in there one day.
Okay, one
Me
day.
and Rich Walker, we worked on there one day.
All right.
I didn't even think they were going to put me in the thing. It was funny. We were supposed to play comedians. They just, all of a sudden I'm watching, they threw us in. And then I did Me Familia. Me Familia 2.
Yeah, Me Familia 2. Tell me about that one.
That I just,
Did you just rap
I
already?
sent in for a.
Are they casting?
I sent a headshot for. No, it's out already. It's on
it's out
Amazon
already?
Prime.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
It's a little
Amazon
different type
Prime.
of mob movie. I didn't know what it was about when I was in, but I sent my headshot and they called me. It was a one-day shoot.
Yeah.
And I had a pretty funny scene. We had a good scene in there.
That's good.
And it was a serious movie. It was a good scene. And I met some more nice guy. The guy Joe Simonera.
Yeah, Joe. I just worked for him. I just worked for Joe last Monday.
The guy's very professional.
Yes, I love him.
He
He's
runs
great.
a set. One of the best sets I worked on, because we only worked for like an hour and a half. He goes, yeah, come down at 2:30. I'm like, I figure, all right, we'll be here till like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. We did our scenes and we're in and out. I said, how professional is this guy? You know, I mean, he's very organized. Yeah, nice guy. If he ever asked me to work again, I would definitely, I would do it in a minute. I would do it in a minute.
He's looking for more people. Yeah, that was it was good. I worked for him on last Monday. It was last Monday. It was good.
Then we did Don Garbaggio. I did my friend
Yes, that
Steve,
was
little,
great.
Little short
That was great.
film about 3 sanitation workers that love.
I loved watching
being
that.
sanitation. Steve Oliva, a good friend
But
of
get
mine.
in touch with Joe, because he's doing something called Tales of the Dark.
Oh, yeah?
And I was just in the job interview was the name of. It's almost like a Twilight Zone kind of thing. It's fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I had a good time with Joe, and I hope he uses me again too. And I hope you and I always work together, because we have a lot of fun together.
I'll tell you meet a lot of nice people when you're in
You
the
do.
acting scene.
You do.
So.
And then so that's on Amazon Prime. So if you want to
Amazon
check
Prime, yeah.
Pat out on Me Familia.
Me Familia 2.
2.
Two.
It's on Amazon.
I'm right in the
Prime.
beginning, so you don't even have to watch the rest of it. You just watch the beginning, rent it, you know, spend.
You don't have to watch it. I'm only in the beginning, and you can watch it and shut it off. Wow. That's funny. Oh, my God. Hey, listen, we're going to take another quick break, but stay where you are, because I have so much more to talk about with Pat Marone. We'll be back after these messages. Don't go away. $13.31 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Catastraci Tea Time with Teresa Cannon, Tracy Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Cannon, Tracy Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I just want to thank everyone for watching. Mickey, Ralph Bracco, Bruno, Linda DeVitis, my girl Kristen Tinsley, everybody watching. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and Merry, Merry Christmas. You can watch Tea Time every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 if you're an Optimum customer. I'm here with my friend and comedian and chef and actor, Pat Marone.
Yes.
You ready for Christmas?
Not really. I mean,
really.
I guess I am. You know,
You are?
I just got to do a little shopping.
Yeah.
Like
Little?
everything.
Like everything you need. Oh my God. And thank you to Sal the Voice Valentinetti. He's going to be at Westbury, and I'm hoping to get him on the show after the new year.
How is Sal doing? I haven't talked to him in a while.
Sal's busy. He is a busy man.
He's very talented.
He's out there making.
Great guy.
He is. He's a sweetheart. He's going to be at Westbury. This is the fourth year in a row for his holiday show. I went last year. And it was lovely and wonderful. So so you get into these movies, you get into the acting thing, and then you got into comedy.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, see, when I work with the seniors in assisted living, I used to do cooking demos as a marketing thing for the place I used to work at.
Right.
We used to call it cooking Italian for seniors.
Right.
With Chef Pat Marone. And, so I used to do live demos.
Yeah.
And I did cooking videos.
Right.
So I was at a comedy club one night, and they had a design comedy class, help improve your public speaking and stuff like that. And if you're funny, and I'm saying, you know what, maybe this will enhance, put a little humor into my cooking videos. And, I was always very funny, not to toot my own horn. My friends always say, funny, you should be a comedian, all that garbage.
Right.
I didn't say all that shoot. And
All that stuff. Yeah.
So I took the comedy class, and the first day I went on stage was 240 people. 40 people that I haven't seen in like maybe 10 years or more came to see me.
They loved you.
It was we had my first laugh at 240 people. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, I never did drugs, but I said, if I did, this must be what it feels like, because it was
such a high.
It was a high. Well, I guess it was like I was a gambler. It was like your horse coming down the stretch,
right.
when he's winning. But I was addicted, and I'm a very compulsive person, so I was hooked.
Right.
And it took off. I did well with it.
Where was your first paid gig?
My first paid gig was at a pizzeria in Franklin Square.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy Fusco gave me the gig. Rudy Fusco used to give me a lot of gigs in the beginning. I met him, and he got me work. He was putting me to work in the beginning. So it was like 3 months in.
Wow.
Yeah. So Rudy used me a lot.
Nice.
He liked my clams and macaroni joke. So I guess it's an Italian thing, but Rudy's a sweetheart. He put me right to work.
Yeah.
And not that he's a big time. He was producing at the time. He gave me spots,
yeah.
and then I would get spots here and there with people.
And you work with John LaRocchi a lot, which I mentioned with Laugh to Save
I've been very
Lives.
blessed in this business, and that's why I don't get crazy about different things. Like, I've been very lucky. Like, I've been met a lot of nice people, and like John LaRocchi, a sweetheart.
Yes.
Gives me spots. John Piazza, another guy, gives me spots.
Yes.
I mean, Tugboat Manny gives me spots on his stuff, and I give him spots if I have it. Eric Half and so many people have been that have been so good to me, and there's probably more I missed, and I apologize.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. So I've been blessed. I got nothing to complain about, and I enjoy it. I'm not trying to be Don Rickles. I just like to make people laugh and I have fun with it. Even when I guess it's from being a chef too. Like, when you cook food, you want people to enjoy it. You want to have them to have an enjoyable, entertaining night. And that's what I do with the residents in the assisted living I work. Like, not only do I try to give them good food, but I do go out and entertain them and interact with them. And that's the whole thing about being a chef nowadays. You have to be able to. When I first started out as a chef, you didn't come out of the kitchen.
Right.
You were in a T-shirt and in the back, and I had a cigarette hanging out of my hand, and it was a different world. Now the chefs are stars.
That's attractive. Yes.
The chefs weren't stars when I was a kid.
I know.
You know, we were just these
Well,
guys
that's
in the
because
back of the
the
kitchen.
Food Network became so popular.
Yeah.
I mean, it really became. I mean, I couldn't understand how people could sit all day and watch food being cooked and prepared, but then it's kind of entertaining when you think about it.
Yes, it is.
You know, and for someone who's like a,
Well,
you
the
know,
well, the food,
an okay
well,
kind
the
of
Food
cook, and they
Network
wanna-
now has became like all competition. So they're like athletes. They're in competition on this. Like they're like not athletes, but yeah, competition. Like there's all competition on the Food
Right,
Network.
right,
now.
right,
Now they have
right.
baking competitions. They
Yes,
have,
yes.
You know,
yes,
beat Bobby
yeah.
Flay and all that
Right,
stuff.
right,
So
right,
it-
yeah.
now, in the beginning, it was like Emerald was great. You
Yeah.
know, he was very entertaining and.
Well, think about go way back. Who was the first chef you ever watched on TV?
Julia Child.
It wasn't the Galloping Gourmet.
No, I'm not as old as you.
Jesus Christmas. Okay, gee,
I'm
Pat,
only-
you remember the Galloping
I remember
Gourmet?
the Galloping.
Come
I'm
on.
teasing. I'm teasing.
I know
I'm
he's teasing me, but for those who don't remember the Galloping
When Julia
Gourmet,
Childs was around, I remember her voice, and she used to be on, and she was basting her turkey and everything, but I didn't remember the Galloping Gourmet.
you sound like Dan Aykroyd on Saturday Night Fever.
Now,
Doing
you know who I
her.
sound like? Hello, Miss Doubtfire. Hello.
But yeah, I remember growing up and watching certain things back then, and then,
Yeah.
like you said, it morphed
Well,
into
who
something
was the other
crazy.
chef, too? There was Pasquale. This guy Pasquale used to be
Yes,
on TV.
the
Yeah,
French
yeah.
guy.
No, it was
no,
Italian
there was a
guy.
French
Pasquale,
guy. No,
Italian
there was
guy.
a French man. There was a French man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot his name.
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember his name right now.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
was a French-
Wolfgang. But Emerald was the guy that made the cooking
Bam!
shows cool. Like he was like entertaining,
he
he had a
put his
live audience. He had a
personality
live
into it.
audience, which
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
And that's when I do cooking for seniors.
Right.
You got the live audience interacting and they taste and
Yeah.
that's a cool thing. But they don't have that no more. But I think that beat Bobby Flay to have an audience on top and they're cheering you in. But
Right.
one of my favorite chefs on the Food Network years was Mario Battelli.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was excellent.
Yeah.
And then who doesn't like looking at Giada, you know? So
Yeah, Giada's great. I love Giada. She's so nice. Hello, Joe Curry. Joe Curry was on last
Joe
night.
Curry.
Thank you for watching the show,
Joe
everyone.
Curry's
like
a
it.
good man.
Please
Joe
like
Curry.
the show and share it. So let's talk about the Honeymooners. Because
Let's talk
you
about them, yes.
throw that pick up, baby, Bobby, Bobby, baby, there you are. Look at you. I love that picture. Tell me about that. How'd that happen?
Well, this guy Freddie DeMena, who I knew from years ago from a gym we used to go to. This Mr. America's gym was a bodybuilding gym, and I used to go. I may not look like I go to a gym, but years ago I used to go to a gym a lot.
We all
so-
worked out back in the day.
No, but that was a big gym body. He was a big guy, Freddie, and it was a place Steve Mahalik may rest me his own. Anyway, we used to be in the gym all the time. My friend Joey Fulco and Stevie Fulco, they owned another gym. We used to always talk about the honeymooners in the gym.
Yeah.
And my friend
Yeah,
Jerry
yeah.
Scalisi is another body. So we used to be everybody talk about it. So the reason why I'm saying this is that Freddie comes up with this idea to do
Okay.
the honeymooners
Yeah.
at his place, at his restaurant. And his wife says, why don't you have, because he was going to play Ralph.
Really?
So his wife says, why don't you have Pat play him? And he goes, oh, God. I almost said that word again. He goes, oh, God. He says, I didn't even think of that.
Right.
So he calls me and he goes, Pat and I used to joke about the honeymooners every morning. He knows
Right.
every line.
Oh, wow.
So I get together. He said, come on, Pat, do you want to do this? I said, why not, you know?
Yeah.
So we did 4 shows, the Christmas episode.
Right.
Easy for me to say,
Yeah.
episode. 'Twas the night before Christmas.
Yes.
And we did, Evil Penko played my wife.
Yes.
She's a doctor. She's a dermatologist.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of different women playing Trixie.
Uh-huh.
And we had a guy play Uncle Leo
Mm-hmm.
and another woman, I forgot her name. She's not a very nice one. And she played, what the hell's her name? Well, doesn't matter.
But how much fun was it, though?
Well,
to play
here's the
him?
deal. What we did was, Freddie is such a fanatic that he wrote all this words. He went through the whole episode,
Okay.
wrote the script down word for word. Not the actual script, the script from the video, word for word with the mistakes.
Oh,
So he wanted to be authentic that we did the mistakes.
Right.
So we did everything word for word, and it was a lot of work, but we had a lot of fun. I mean, we would rehearse 5 times a week, like 3 hours a night sometimes.
Wow.
You know, me and Eve would do for a while, but me and Freddie would keep going and rewind it and keep going. We'd do the facial thing. We'd do this. So we were really into it. And we had a lot of fun with it. And a guy, guy that they know is a fire chief. He built the set for us. So we had a nice set. I mean,
Yeah, it was very authentic.
yeah,
looking.
yeah, and we wanted to keep everything authentic, and do it. So it was a hit. We did pretty good. I feel I could have been better. I was a little, but I'm very critical of myself. But I thought it was okay. I thought I was good. Everybody said I was good. But I'm very critical of myself, whatever I do, even with comedy. I am.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I guess that's the chef in me when you're critical about something going out. But anyway, we had a great time, and everybody loved it. So he wanted us to come back. So we were going to do another episode in April. We're going to do 4 more shows. Last April.
Right,
When the
during-
beginning of the
when
pandemic.
COVID. Yeah.
So
right
we
after
started
everything closed
rehearsing.
in
It was my
April.
aching
Man.
back. You know the one where he goes, whoa, it looks like rain. You know that one?
Yeah.
When Uncle Leo hits the back. So we were starting to rehearse with that. And then COVID hit.
Yeah,
And boom.
that was it.
It was done. So now they wanted to do it again this year. And I took the new job and stuff, and I'm not in Glen Cove anymore, so it was tougher for me to rehearse. We'd probably
Yeah.
do some Zooms things. So I said, well, can I take a pass on the Christmas? So we might be doing it. We're going to do
In the
maybe
spring?
my aching back. We might do it in the spring.
Oh,
So
cool.
that will be a lot of fun. Once I get settled into my new job and get the place running, because opening is
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
work.
And I'm by myself in there, in the kitchen until we get staff in there and stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. Ralph Cramden is, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's been my favorite show because I watched it with my father, and Ralph Cramden reminded me of my father. When my father used to get mad, sometimes I used to laugh because he looked like Ralph Cramden when he was yelling.
Well, you look a lot like your dad.
Yeah. So it's funny. So that was what I grew up, and I still watched. Still got other friends on Facebook and stuff. We just talk about the Honeymooners all the time.
Yeah.
John Olivio and a couple other guys, Vinny. Victor, another guy, Ponte. But we're always talking about the Honeymooners.
Right.
So there's always an innuendo on there. So it's been a big part of my life. So and that's
And then to actually play him. I mean,
and
that's
Freddie,
crazy.
he did Art Carney, and he was phenomenal as Art Carney. And Eve played a great Alice, and so it was a lot of fun.
It's nice. It's nice. There's nothing like live.
And I never did
What?
a play in my life. So like when you do movies. Cut.
Oh, totally different. Totally
when you're
different.
out there doing a play, so the
yeah.
stand-up comedy helped me for that.
Yes, because you're in front of a live audience.
And you're remembering your act.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you screw up in comedy, you can make a joke. And,
Yes,
But,
yeah.
But when you're up there in the middle of a play, like at the end of the Honeymooners thing, I had a lot of long lines, like a big, dialogue. And so
Right. Like a monologue.
monologue. It was a monologue at the end. So
Right.
I was like, oh, God, please don't let me mess this up. But
Right.
I did it. And I was like so proud of myself.
Isn't that great?
So it was really cool, so, and then other people mess up their lines and thing, but me and Freddie were tight with it, so we felt good about that because that was our practice, that was our passion. We both loved it, and he was getting down the mannerisms.
Are there any roles like Ralph Cramden or another character that you would like to play in the future?
I don't know, whatever comes up, I would enjoy. I would enjoy it, yeah. But that's a lot of work. I mean,
It
when
is
you
a
do
lot
a
of
play,
work.
you do a
People
little
don't
play. There's no
realize it.
cut. When you
No.
rehearse,
Did you do an intermission?
No, we just did the whole because
You
it's
went-
only a
you went
20.
in-
It's
you
only
went in-
it's only a 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So we
You
just
went right
went
through. Yeah.
Oh no, we did. I'm sorry. Just like the Honeymooners because
You
they
did.
They did an intermission to just
Right.
change the set.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
So
That's why I asked.
when they changed to breakfast scene because I had to put with the monologue, I had to put the bathrobe on
Right,
and everything.
right.
Yes. We pulled the curtain. We had the curtains in, and we had the seat there, and then we came out. Yeah. That was the one with the mouse trap on the fingers. Yeah. A lot of fun.
I liked watching The Honeymooners. It was good too. He reminded me of my grandfather because my grandfather used to bust chops and, not that my grandfather ever said to the moon, but, he would say a couple of things to my grandmother that I was like, reminds me of him.
I don't know if Ralph Cramden would make it this day and age, just like Archie Bunker,
no, because-
but people do get into they sit there and go, oh, I didn't like him for that. Like, come on, it's the way how
was
can
a
you not
different
like Ralph
time.
Cramden
It was a
because
different
it was a different time,
It's a different time. Just like you said, we talked about if the Jeffersons or Archie Bunker would even fly today, and we're in a very sensitive society, and
But-
people get rubbed the wrong way, and it's supposed to be comedy. It's not supposed to be malicious in any way, shape, or form. But people are
You hit the
sensitive.
nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. supposed to be comedy.
Yes.
We're supposed to be able to laugh at anything.
Anything.
And not,
anything.
you don't have to hurt people's feelings, but
No.
look at Don Rickles, what he did.
Oh, Don
He wouldn't be able to
Rickles.
get away with it now.
No.
He might because he was charismatic, what he did, but
Yes.
you know, even when
He
he
went
did a roast,
after-
whenever
yeah.
he did a roast at the end, he would say a beautiful thing about that person.
Oh, of course.
But and roaster, you know how roasts are. They're
Yes.
they're a lot of fun.
Yes.
And roast is like
And it's
the
done.
sincerest.
It's done in fun. It's the sincerest form of flattery.
Flattery, yes,
And
yes.
you know, and you're breaking someone's chops, and you're doing it in a loving way, and it's not not in a malicious
Right.
way.
And look at Archie Bunker now. Have you watched All in the Family?
Of course I've
recently?
watched.
No, you watched it recently.
I
If
haven't
you
watched
look-
that
if
recently.
you
I
look at
watched
it-
the Jeffersons recently.
If you look at it now, him and Meathead are fighting about the same things that they're fighting about now
Today,
with politics.
absolutely.
And it's like
because it never goes
it
away.
never went away.
It never goes away.
And it's crazy. But they didn't have all the TV
Right.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that now. But it's so funny watching that.
Yeah, it is. Different time. Talk about time. I'm going to take my last break.
Uh-oh.
So don't go away. Stay where you are. I'll have more with Pat Marone when we get back. 1331 Mediterranean Grill is located at 1906 Newbridge Road in Belmore, specializing in traditional Greek cuisine. Oppa! You can dine in, take out, and they deliver. They also cater for all occasions, and they have outdoor seating. Give them a call at 516-804-6197. Check them out on Facebook and go to their website, 1331 Mediterranean Grill.
Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite Jimmy?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thank you, 1331 Mediterranean Grill in Belmore. Linda DeVitis, look her up, Google her, and Doc Gooden. Doc
I
is
love
the best.
Doc Gooden. You know,
Doc is the best. He's going to be in here. He's coming in.
that guy was. Oh man,
Doc
when he came up, it was like
He's
it
the
was the
greatest.
show to watch. It was the show when he came up. 24-4 and ERA under 2.
Doc is great.
The guy could have been the greatest pitcher ever. He had the best curveball, fell off the table. Uncle
I
Charlie.
had him on my show during COVID, and we did via Zoom, but Doc said he will come in studio.
I met him in
for
person
me.
at Citi Field.
Sweetheart.
I met him and Daryl.
Yeah.
But Doc, I was under his armpit. He's so tall. And
I know.
I said, I hope you're wearing your deodorant. But we were supposed to play golf with him. My buddy Ralphie works at Carmine's, and he was getting
Well, you
he was
golf.
getting Doc. He was getting
You
Doc
golf.
to golf with us, and then Doc got in trouble. But I was like, oh,
Throw up that picture, Bobby. Yes, you are a golfer. And how are you as a golfer?
not bad. I used to be a 7-8 handicap, 7 or 8
Yeah?
handicap. Yeah,
He's going to throw that up of you on the golf course. It's there somewhere.
yeah. They're probably inside the studio.
Bobby, you throwing up that picture?
He's not paying attention.
man.
He's not paying attention.
I told him I'm going to crazy glue him to the chair.
That's all right.
All right, so when Bobby, no, that's Good Friday, but that's good. Leave that there. That's Pat and I on Good Friday.
That was us in Good Friday, yes. A lot of crazy things happening.
Yeah,
there in
that's
the
us in
studio.
Good Friday, and that's yeah.
She's talking about the golf video.
And that's and we're gonna show a picture of Pat on the green. Pat on the green. There you are.
Oh, yeah. You
Look at
found
you,
that.
baby. Look
That
how
was
close you
almost
got
a
that.
hole-in-one.
Look how close you got your ball to that hole.
It was almost a hole-in-one. That was at Hempstead Country Club.
Nice, very nice. So let's talk. Listen, we have like 5 minutes left, so let's talk about the unit. Tell me about the unit.
The unit. I know we're on cable. We can't really talk like that. I'm only teasing. But we can talk about my unit at a later date. But
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead, honey. Let me hear about the unit.
you know, this is a Christmas show.
It
you know?
is.
So that was a little short film that I did with these guys in Staten Island.
Very funny. I'm
Tony
gonna
Dabbit-
share it on my page.
Tony Dabbis. I met him doing a comedy show in Staten Island. These
Yeah.
guys, and he wanted me in this movie, and him and his brother put it together. They're great camera guys. And Tony's a pretty good writer. They had another project that I'm supposed to be on. I'm supposed to play. Supposed to be a funeral guy. A couple of different projects, but then COVID came in and screwed us all up.
I know.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't tell the ending, and it was a lot
No,
of
you
fun.
can't, but it's hysterical.
Yeah, it's good. And it was very well done how they
Can I
filmed
share it
it.
on my page?
Sure you
See,
can.
I'm going to
Sure
share
you
it.
can.
Okay. So also, like Tea Time with Teresa Farrell, and I'll put it on that page so you can watch the unit.
Or just like Pat Marone.
Or Pat. Oh, that's another thing. Well, that's what I was getting to next. Pat Marone. You can like Pat Marone on Facebook, and he's also on Instagram, and it's Pat Marone. What is it?
Instagram is pmarone329,
Yes, 329.
and that's not my weight.
No.
That's my birthday.
Oh my God, Pat, you're a panic. I love you so much. Oh my God. So you can find Pat Marone on Insta and Facebook, and that way you can see what he's doing, where he's going to be performing. I know you do a lot of restaurants.
Yes, I
as
do.
far as-
I've been doing a lot of restaurants since I was a
as far as
young boy.
stand-up goes, and yeah.
You know,
but-
and then I was on America's Funniest Home Video.
yeah,
a few
tell me
times.
about that. Tell me about that.
America's Funniest Home Video. I'll tell you quick because I know we don't have that much time.
Well, we got to share that. I got to share that.
I was in my car finishing golf. I called my buddy who owns a butcher shop. I said, I'm going to play a prank. Just say you own a butcher shop. So I call up and I do a prank call to the butcher shop.
Yeah.
Long story short, I send it into America's Funniest Home Videos. I
Right.
didn't think I was going to do it, but I did it anyway. It was funny. So I get this call back, and it was around Hurricane Sandy time. I get this call back, and they said, this is a producer. I'm from America's Funniest Home Video. Beep, bop, bop. We want to set up an interview with her. So I had a half-hour interview on the phone.
Yeah.
They asked me all kinds of questions. They were going to have me down to California. I was going to be in for the grand prize that week.
Wow.
That's how much they liked it. So I told them everything. I told them, I didn't lie to them. I told them everything. And I didn't know, and I would have still told the truth. I didn't know it wasn't supposed to be staged. So I
Right.
told them everything. They said,
Right.
great, we'll get back in touch. So the guy gets back in touch with me and everything. He's like, I got good news, I got bad news.
Yeah.
The good news, the bad news is you can't be entered into the prize because it's staged.
Right.
But the good news is the producers love you. They love the video. They want to buy it from you.
Yes.
So I said, all right, so $500. I said, I sat in it was
Car?
an iPhone.
You in the car?
iPhone car. I said,
Right.
you got it, $500, right?
Yeah.
So when they did the video, I watched it when it came out. They let you know when I was watching. So
Yeah.
I didn't expect what they did. They took my head and they made it come out all things. So when they bought it, they had it in mind what they were going to do. So they used my laugh coming out of everywhere. And I laughed so hard to it. It was the best thing I did was sell it to them.
Oh, my
It
gosh.
was better than winning the $10,000 because I know the $10,000 could be good, but you know what? It was just so cool what they did, you know?
Yeah.
And it still gets played on there a lot. So then the guy said, yeah, keep sending stuff to us. So I did a prank phone call to my mother's
Right,
podiatrist
right.
the next week. I send that in. They use it. Not for the prize, they use it again.
Yeah.
I did a thing on the golf course to do a scat. I sent them 5 videos, they
Right.
used 4 of it.
Wow, that's not bad. 4 out of 5.
That Italian, then I stopped sending that Italian joint. So I don't remember when it was on, but they sent me the T-shirt that it was on. I never seen it actually on, but 4 of them got on and 1 of them didn't. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. That was pretty cool. It was wild, yeah.
Wow. All right, well, listen, I just want to thank everyone for joining me tonight for my Christmas show. I want to wish everyone a very happy and a healthy and a merry. Next week is going to be my New Year show, and I'm having on a very good friend of mine with some live music. It's going to be fun and different, and I just want to thank you, Pat, my friend, for,
Yes.
for doing this. Enjoy your mug.
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad to be here. Thank you to the guests that couldn't show in, the real stars that couldn't show in, and that
not
she
true.
used me.
So listen-
She used me because she couldn't have like somebody from General Hospital
Stop
or
it.
Danny
Stop it.
Bonaducci
Listen,
or these
before
big
we,
stars.
Before we run out of time, I want to just tell everybody, don't change the channel after tea time's over. Stay there and watch my interview with Michael Madsen from Soprano Con, Mob Con.
Nice.
It's a great interview. And again, I just want to thank Pat Marone. Is great. Look him up on Facebook. Look him up on Insta. I'll put Instagram, and I'll put a couple of his videos up on Tea Time with Teresa, and you can watch them there.
It's so sad that you have like 1-hour show. There's not enough time to really get everything in my
I
life.
know,
You
I
should
know,
have like
but
a 3-hour show.
I'll have him back. I'll have him back.
only
I'll have him
teasing,
back.
I'm only
But listen, everyone, have a very merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.
Merry Christmas, everybody.